Good morning, Church on Wheels.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Here's a song called Don't Move My Mountain. Now, Lord, don't move my mountain, but give me the strength to climb. Yes, Lord, don't take away my stumbling blocks, but lead me all around. Lord, I don't bother nobody. I try to treat everybody the same. But every time I turn my back, they scandalize my name. Oh Jesus, you don't have to move my mountain, but give me the strength to climb. Yes, Lord, don't take away my stumbling blocks and lead me all around. Now my folks, they would slay me. These things they will try to do. But Lord, touch them within their heart. They can give their lives to you. Now, Lord, don't move my mountain, but give me the strength to climb. Lord, don't take away my stumbling blocks, but lead me all around.
Wow, that's awesome. All right, Pastor Goodine, we're gonna have to talk about this, this commission thing. I want in.
No.
I want in.
I want in.
She wants in.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's a done deal.
Yeah, it's a done deal.
Oh man.
I got to get it all. You know what I'm saying? But thank you, Diane. Thank you, Diane.
That was beautiful.
Yes. You got that voice.
The blues.
You got that voice.
Yeah. What a gift.
That God gave you to sing in this church. Good morning, church.
Good morning.
It's a good day today. It's always a good day. We have an opportunity to come to the house of the Lord. I spent some time last night putting this 5 pages together. And when I got up this morning, God said, no, I want you to do this. So I'm going to do it. He said, just get up and do it. And I'm going to do it. We're not going to have any introductions. We're not going to have any of that today. Everybody knows who we are. Facebook Live, YouTube Live. If you don't know who we are by now, you're not going to know us. But God told me to do something this morning out of the ordinary for what it is that we think. And he said, I want you to do this. And I want you to listen this morning. YouTube Live, Facebook Live, those that can hear my voice. want you to listen. He sent me to the end, and then he sent me back to the beginning. He said, tell them the end, and tell them the beginning. And let them do the math. And let them do the math. We're not going to do introductions. We're not going to do... He just told me to get up and do it, so I'm going to do it. Revelations chapter 13. Revelation chapter 13. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his head the name of blasphemy. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth was the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. And I saw one of his heads that it was wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed. And all the world wondered after the beast. And he worshipped the dragon which gave power unto the beast. And he worshipped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast, who is able to make war with him? And there was given unto him a mouth, speaking great things and blasphemies. And power was given unto him to continue 42 months. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle, and them that dwell in heaven. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints, and to overcome them. And the power was given him over all kindreds, and tongues, and nations. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, and he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword, and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a for it is the number of a man. And his number is 600, 66. Let's do the math. 600, that's 6 in the hundredth position. 3 score, a score is 20. 3 score, 60. That's in the tens position. And 6 is in the ones position. 6, 6, 6.
Yeah, I hate that number.
The number of the beast. But he said that mark, that no man might buy or sell, lest he have the mark, either in his right hand or on his forehead. The number is 660 and 6. 660 and 6. Now remember y'all growing up, I remember growing up, there was a medicine that was 666. If you had anything that was wrong with you, you took a spoonful of 666 and you was good to go. I know. Because I done took spoonfuls of that growing up. If you want to see it, go to one of these old country drugstores or one of these little countryside stores. You'll see it. Go online. You'll find it. Now I want to talk to you about this mark that causes all, small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, that everybody receive a mark in their right hand or their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, say if he had the mark. Now look what he said. Saying that he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So if you don't have the mark in your hand or on your forehead, then you can have in the name of the beast. If you don't have that, then you can have the numbers. Let's look at our time today. The number. Since we don't have the number yet, as they say, tattooed on our forehead, since we don't have the number etched in our hands, there's one more. The name of the beast. You can either have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. In order to buy or sell. You got to have the mark, the name of the beast. It says, or the name of the beast, or the number of the name. The number of the name or the forehead, or the name of the beast, we know who the name of the beast. So let's look at our time here. Right now, without a mask, you can neither buy nor sell. Without the mask, you will neither buy nor sell. Now, I'm not saying that the mask is the mark of the beast. I'm not saying the mask is the name of the beast. I'm not saying that the mask is the number of the beast. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying, in Facebook Live, YouTube Live, congregation, anybody hear my voice? You know that's where we are. You cannot go into stores now unless you got a mask on. So that means you cannot buy out that store. If you want to open up your store and sell, you need to have a mask on. And tell the people that they can't come in without a mask. So you will neither buy nor sell without the mask. I'm just showing you what the end times. Now, I'm not saying that the mask, because I got one. In fact, I got Dallas Cowboy mask somebody gave me, which I'm gonna wear. And I ordered Atlanta Braves mask, because I'm an Atlanta Braves fan. Because they tell me that I can't come in the store without a mask. They say I cannot buy without a mask. They say, well, buy online. You know how that is. Some things you just can't buy online. Some things you just can't buy online. And if you order and do curbside pickup, the person that's selling is coming out in a mask. So in order to sell, they need to have a mask. That no man may buy or sell less he has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of the beast. Neither buy nor sell. This is what order online. You order from Amazon, the workers in Amazon got a mask on. You order from, I ordered my stuff from Fanatics because I'm a member of Fanatics. They tell you on the page that because of COVID-19, their employees are required to have masks. So that means that they have to, in order to sell, they got a mask. They need a mask. Then they say that we need hand sanitizer. Now they're doing a recall on hand sanitizer. I mean, it's alcohol. What went wrong in the making it up? I don't know. I don't know, but they recall it hand sanitizer. Now I'm gonna throw out a tidbit of information. This is free. You don't pay for this. If you mean to tell me that this deadly disease is out there, all I need is a dab of hand sanitizer and a mask, and I'm all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You believe that? I got some
Yeah, you know.
lake from
Got to make for in Kansas City.
on a mountain.
Right. I'm just saying, some things you just have to take a look at. But this morning, when I got up and I was reviewing what I wrote, God said, shut up and let the scriptures do the talking. I'm not making this up. You cannot make this up. In the book of Revelation, it says that lest you have the mark, lest you have the name, lest you have the number of the beast, you will neither buy nor sell. Now we're going strictly plastic. This is a coin shortage. So you need exact change. They prefer to use exact change. There are a couple places, that I know that are cashless. If you ain't got cash, you can't buy here. So now they're going to send us to the card. Well, they already sent us to the computer. Now they're going to send us to the card, which has what on it? Our individual number.
And information.
Yeah, and everything that you, I wouldn't go on information, but I just wanted to make sure the number, they got, the blood type and everything else we'll talk about, so that they can connect it. So everybody got a number. That card of yours, that debit card, credit card, whatever, has a number that is unique to you. Without that, you will neither buy nor sell. You can't make this up now. This is in the book of Revelation. This is what God showed John. That this is what's going to happen. That you will neither buy nor sell unless you have the mark of the beast or the name of the beast or the number of the beast. That card. Now, I'm not saying it is, I'm not that, but that number, I can track you. When, where, what time. Get your pattern together. Do you know that years ago I was teaching computer class and I showed the students, I said, when you get paid, your bank wherever your bank is. We took a map. I said, we're going out 10 miles. And we're going to draw a circle. 90% of everything you do is within those 10 miles. And you do it by pattern. The stuff outside of the 10 miles, they say usually your job or something like that. But when you go outside them 10 miles, guess what you do? You turn around and you come back. But within 10 miles of your bank is where you do 90% of your stuff. So now, I just want you to, you do the math. I'll have to tell you, you do the math. If I know that in the 10-mile radius of my house or my bank, and the bank and the house is close together, that without that mask, you will neither buy nor sell within those 10 miles. And you know when you go outside of the 10 miles, you got your mask. Because you know what? Outside of the 10 miles, I can what? Neither buy nor sell. So, if God showed John, revealed this to John, and this is the end time, you do the math. Now, I'm not saying that the math is the mark of the beast. I'm not saying that the math is the name of the beast. And I'm not saying that the math is the number of the beast, but it has those qualities. And those qualities are that you will not be able to buy nor sell without it. If you want to call it the mark of the beast, which is what some people do, then it is. If you want to call it the name of the beast, then it is. If you want to call it the number of the beast, then it is. It has the qualities that are put forth here in Revelation, so people wake up. Wake up! That without this, piece of material, you can neither buy nor sell. Some stores now, like I went to Ace yesterday, sign on the door had required. Somebody marked through it and put recommended. Handwritten recommended. Because they realized that they weren't wearing the mask. I went in the store and said, well, wait, I'm thinking now. That's a bad thing. The pastor started thinking. Now you tell me that I need the mask to stop or to slow down this mask, and you don't have one on in the store? We're not going there with that. We're not going there with that. And he calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. That covers everybody. To receive a mark in their right hand or their forehead. once it becomes in our right hand, then we are his right hand man. Once it becomes on our forehead, then everybody will see. You can't hide it now. You can't hide now. All of those that were claiming to be one thing, now they can't hide no more. Because what? They got the mark on the forehead. They can't hide no more. See, as long as I don't have a mark, I can appear. I can make it look like. I can fool you. But once that mark is on my forehead, can't hide no more. And without that mark, you will not abide nor save. So what is our mark today? What is our mark today? At one time, we could use cash. Cash is a bad word now. Cash is a bad word. Cash is a bad word. We want plastic so we can trace it. So as I say it now, all the drug dealers going broke now. They're going broke. Because what you can do with all that cash sitting up in the house? You can't take it to the bank. As soon as you take it to the bank, they got you. They won't say, oh, okay, now, you know, we've been looking at you and you get up at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. You stay up all night. But you don't go nowhere. So where you get all this money in the bank? And when I trace it, I notice that there's what? Only one deposit. There's nobody depositing to show the link. So if there's no link, then that money got to be sitting somewhere in cash. I'm just saying. In the last days, if you don't have that mark, if you don't have that name, if you don't have that number, you will neither buy nor sell. So where's our thing today? I'm going to tell you where it is. It's the mask. Hand sanitizer, we can kind of almost get by that. It's the mask. Now, I ain't got nothing against the mask because I got some. Because in order for me to go into Walmart, I need one. If I plan to buy something out of Walmart. If I want to go into Publix to get something, I'm going to need one. If I want to go in another store, didn't I just do a shameless plug for Walmart and Publix?
You did.
Okay.
And other places.
And other places, you need a mask. Now, does that make me the mark of the beast? Does that make me the name of the beast? Or does that make me the number of the beast? Because the end time says that unless you got that mark, you can neither buy nor sell. And we know the number of the beast is 666. So is our 666, are we actually looking for an actual number? Digits of 666? Or are we looking for something that fits that arena? What has those qualities? Are we looking for the 666 on their forehead? We don't have to see their foreheads. We can look at their actions and tell. So the name of the beast, when I put my mask on, am I subjecting myself to the name of the beast, the mark of the beast, the number of the beast? I'm a pastor of a church. Does that make me immune to this? No, it doesn't. Because it says that in the last days, what? Even the elect will be fooled. I don't know if I'm fooled, but I can tell you this. If I want to buy some charcoal out of Walmart, I'm going to need a mask. Or if I don't want to go, I got to send somebody else. But guess what? They're going to need a mask. So, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. That covers everybody. To receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. In their right hand, they become the beast's right-hand man. On the forehead, it is no argument as to who you are. And that no man might buy or sell lest he has the mark or the name or the number of the beast. So is the mask the mark? Is the mask the name? Is the mask the number? I don't know. I can't answer that question. But I will tell you this, that you will not buy nor sell without it. That's Revelation 13. Now turn to Mark, the Gospel according to Mark, chapter, guess what? Can anybody guess what chapter?
13.
13. Revelation chapter 13 tells us of the end time, of the rising of the beast and the mark and things of the world, that you will not buy or sell without this mark, and it gave us the mark. They gave us the number. Now in Mark chapter 13, God sent me back to the beginning. He showed us the end. So now we're going back to the beginning. Mark chapter 13, starting at verse 1. And as he went out of the temple, one of his disciples said unto him, Master, see what manner of stones and what buildings are here. And Jesus answered, said unto him, seest thou these great buildings? There shall not be left one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives over against the temple, Peter and James and John and Andrew asked him privately, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign when all things shall be fulfilled? And Jesus answering them began to say, take heed lest any man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And when ye hear of wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, for such things must needs be. But the end shall not be yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be earthquakes in divers places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginnings of sorrows. But take heed to yourselves, for they shall deliver you up to council. And in the synagogues ye shall be beaten, and ye shall be brought before rulers and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them. And the gospel must first be published among all nations. But when they shall lead you and deliver you up, take no thought beforehand what ye shall speak, neither do ye premeditate. But whatsoever shall be given you in that hour, that speak ye. For it is not ye that speak, but the Holy Ghost. Now brother shall betray brother to death, and the father the son, and children shall rise up against their parents, and shall cause them to be put to death. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. But when ye shall see the abomination of desolation, spoken of by Daniel the prophet, standing where it ought not, let him that readeth understand. Then let them that be in Judea flee to the mountains. And let him that is on the housetop not go down into the house, neither enter therein to take anything out of his house. And let him that is in the field not turn back again for to take up his garment. But woe to them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. And pray ye that your flight be not in winter. For in those days shall be affliction, such as was not from the beginning of the creation, which God created unto this time, neither shall be. And except that the Lord had shortened those days, no flesh shall be saved. But for the elite's sake, whom he hath chosen, he hath shortened the days. And then if any man shall say to you, lo, here is Christ, or lo, he is there, believe him not. For false Christ and false prophets shall rise, and shall shew signs and wonders to seduce, if it were possible, even the elect. But take ye heed, behold, I have foretold you all things. But in those days, after that tribulation, the sun shall be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars of heaven shall fall, and the powers that are in heaven shall be shaken. And they shall see, and then they, come on, devil, get away, get away. You know it's right, you know I'm right, you know I'm right. Get behind me, Satan. Get behind me, Satan.
In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus.
And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with great power and glory. And then shall he send his angel and shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from the uttermost part of the earth to the uttermost part of heaven. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When our branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves, ye know that summer is near. So ye in like manner, when ye shall see these things come to pass, know that it is nigh, even at the doors. Verily I say unto you, that this generation shall not pass till all these things be done. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. But of that day and that hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. Take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is. For the Son of Man is as a man taken in for a journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants, and to every man his work, and commanded the